Hello, welcome to the application designing class. Now we are going to be limited to UI application designing. When I say UI, I mean the interface of application, how to design an interface of an application. And with this one, we can use it to create some simple or basic applications. We can use it to create some simple or basic applications, and this one will help us to fasten up our development using our computer or using Android Studio, which is the software we use on computer to develop Android applications. So now we are going to get started with the application development. As I shared the link to you, you just have to download and install it. This app is not found on Play Store. It is like a development which helps us to develop applications, some simple applications and UI. And now for beginners, you need to know this one in order to help and fasten up your application development career. So we are now going to start, and to start developing an application, you just come here, this plus icon over here, just click on it, and click on it. You have to give your name, your application a name. So assuming I'll just give it first app, because today we are still going to be doing introductions. So that's the name of the application I'm giving. So here I can choose an icon. You just tap on it and you choose from gallery, or me, I'm using the default icon. So I'm going by the default icon, and I click on advanced settings to change the color. You can change the accent color, the primary color, and the primary dark color. You can change it, and later on we'll be customizing our applications based on our preferred colors. So now let's talk about package name. So package name refers to the name that will differentiate your application from other applications on Play Store. That's the package name. Like you see, like WhatsApp is referred to as com.whatsapp, like those types. So we can also create our package name. So I say com.my first. So that's it. That's my application's package name. So it's just a name that you refers to. So I'll just give it my first, and the application version, like you just, whenever you update your application, then have to change the version name or code. You have to change them according to your updation. So for now, as we are starting with 1.10. So that's the new application we are just creating. So just click on create app. So when you click on create app, this is the interface of the application. So when you land here, we are just going to talk about some basics interface, because we will be having much time to go through these things later on. And we are starting from the top, the very top. You can see the name of the application on top, and we have undo and redo. We have save, which is used for saving, so you just save it like that. And we have another features which we are going to be using later on. So let's move on to the left side. We have layouts. So layouts, you can see we have linear H. So if we are going to arrange things horizontally, so that means we have to insert linear H. And we have linear V. If we are going to insert, like if we want to arrange some things or buttons, some designs vertically, so we have to use linear V. So scroll H, if we want to scroll, like to put a scroll button like this place, user can scroll vertically, and this place user can scroll horizontally. And we have text. If we want to add text, we just click or like hold it and drag and drop. So that's a text for you. So that's how we add text, and we can delete the text too, and that's it. So now we have text view. So text view is used whenever like you wanted to add a text view, like whenever you want to view a text, a particular text. Like I wanted to write something, I wanted to show something out, so I just click on it and say here is it text. I'll just read ham that way. So it did not spell correctly. So you just type something you wanted to put there. So you just type, I've just type. You can increase the size of the text. So we will talk about that later. That's text for you. And we have edit text. So this edit text is also similar, but with different purpose. If you wanted to accept inputs, like you want user to type something here inside your application, like login details, you want user to enter his email and password, that means you have to use an edit text in that field. We have button, as you know, but what button is useful. And we have image. If you wanted to insert an image, or you want user to insert image, that's it. You have to use image. We have check boxes. If you want user to tick, like for example, if you want user to select, what is your gender, say male, female, and others. If you want user to select based on the check button, this is what you are going to use. We have spinner. So with this spinner, like if you want, like it's a drop down menu. If you click on it, like it will pop up. You choose whether you are a male, female. That's that stuff. You will try to cover all these ones. And we have list view. If you want to show items inside, like if you want to show items, or you want to get items from a database, or you want to get items from a storage file, like a directory. And this one, web view. If you want to view a website, under your application, we just bring a web view. And that's what we are going to be practicing as our first design. We will be creating a game application, an online game application, and later on in the advanced class you will learn how to make it like offline application. We will learn how to make it an offline application. So that's it. And to delete any item that you drag and drop here, it's very simple. You just click on it. You see that delete button down here, the left side. So you just, when the delete button turns red, you just drop it. It will delete automatically. So we have switch button. If you want to, like the users to switch between, like the toggle menu, like off and on, you want them to switch between something, like you want them to give access. And progress bar, like you wanted to show a progress, and this progress bar you can change it the way you want. So you can change it to be vertically or horizontally. So that's it. You can change it to be a straight progress bar, or you can change it to be the circle progress bar. That's it. And we have calendar. If you want to view time and dates, that's it. If you want user to insert date and time, then you use calendar as it for it. And we will learn how to also add is, or to monetize our applications. And we will also add maps. We will also add iframes to our application. if we want user to be able to get a specific direction, like tracking applications, that's when we are going to be using this. And the very bottom, you can see main.xml. That's the format. So when you click on main.xml, you are going to be seeing a pop-up or a dialog fragment. So we are going to be seeing a dialog fragment. So what I wanted you to do, you can see main.xml and main activity.java. We are using Java for programming here. So no matter what you are doing, anything you are dragging and dropping at the back end, it is producing a JavaScript code for it. So now I wanted you to click around this pencil area, this place. Just click around this place. So when we click around it, this is what we are going to see. We are going to enter view name. So we said main.xml. That place is already filled. So automatically when you create your first application, it will create a first page for you, which is main.xml or main activity.java. So we are going to learn about the path of an application. When designing an application, we have to know the path of an application. The very top part of your phone, where you see your battery percentage, the network, time, and notifications, are the status bar. So when creating an application, if you want to add a status bar, look at the frame at the left side. When you want to add like a status bar to your application, that means you have to leave this one checked, and if you don't want to add it, you have to leave it unchecked. So in my application, this one, we are just trying to bring out something. So now the status bar refers to where you get your tools, like for example WhatsApp, where you get your profile picture, where you get your call, your video call button, and the three dot button, where you get them all, are the status bar. So and we are looking up to drawer. That's the status bar. If you also want to add something like that to your application, that's where you click on, you leave the status bar checked. So that means it will be added to your application. So this is the drawer. This drawer is a simple navigation menu, where you can click on it. That's it, status bar. That's the drawer. This drawer is found in some applications where you click and you also get like your profile picture there and some other details informations about it. So I can't use WhatsApp for now because WhatsApp is not having the drawer, but we will move, and later on when we run this application, we will get used and understand all what I was meaning about the drawer. So let's move to FAB, floating action button. That's the FAB. That means when on WhatsApp, the thing that you click and you move to your contacts or create a new chat. When you click on it at the chat page, when you click on that FAB button, that's the light green with some icon inside. And this one, we can also customize it to our own color, and we can also add images to it. That's the FAB. And for now, we are going to look at, if you want your application to be oriented both portraits and landscape. If you wanted it to be rotating, like you wanted it to be portrait, like just a straightforward, and you wanted it to be on landscape or both. So I wanted my application to be on both. So when a user rotates it, it has no problem. It will work as it is supposed to be. But if I leave it only portrait, when the user rotate the phone, the app is still going to be portrait. And when I leave it landscape, when the user install the application, it will automatically rotate the phone to a landscape. So with this one, if you want to show keyboard, like you entered and like edit text and you wanted to show keyboard in this page, so you leave or you set is as unspecified, like you are not specify whether the app should show keyboard at this page or not. So to me, I don't want to show keyboard right now, so I'll set it to hidden. So my keyboard will be hidden, and I'll click on save. That's it, and I'll click on main activity.java, so to open it back again. So you can now see I'm having my fab here. So for now, we are just going to run the application and see how it works. So at the very bottom right corner, you can see a button with title run. So when I click on run, you see the program compiling. It is compiling all our Java code. With this one, we don't have to understand anything about Java. For now, we are just going to be pulling, dragging and dropping and doing all our unnecessary things, and it will be providing the codes at the back end or the background for us. We will not be seeing it, but I can show you where the code is also written in. But later on, we will try to, in the advanced class, we will try to export this one into our computer and work with it to work very fine for us. And this one, as it is still like a new and it is not having many details about the application, you can see it has finished compiling. So for now, I'll just allow it to install applications. So I'll say install. So I've just given it access to install application as I gave my app name, my first app. So I'll just open it and we see what we have done for the beginning. So let's click on open, and we open. You can see all what is happening. We are having our status bar, our toolbar, and our drawer. You can see we are having something like, if we click on that lines like this, it is opening something up. So we can customize this one too. We can customize it to our own. So we are having our text view here. We are having our edit text. When I click on the edit text, I can write something inside. We are having our button. We are having our image view. We are having our checkbox. We are having our switch here, and we are having our, this one is the drop down menu, and we are having our progress bar, and this one is the fab. The blue button down here is the fab. So when you want your application to have any of these, and in the advanced class, we will be advancing on this application. This is just the beginner application. In the advanced class, we will bring new application which will consist of more items than this one. So this is just a beginning. I hope you all understand what we are trying to do. This is just an application. And to tell you the real fact, if we were to create this one on our computer using Android Studio, it would have taken us a lot of time, probably 6 hours. As I have tried to create something like this on Android Studio without using this one, and it take me more than 6 hours to do so. So this is just the beginning, and by God, by all means, we have been able to do this in some short period of time. So see you next time.